Today we will talk about the Indian Navy military base in Agalega. As we all know, the Indian Ocean region is vast and the Indian Navy is the net security provider. 95% of India's trade by volume and 68% of trade by value comes through the Indian Ocean. Nearly 80% of India's crude oil requirement is imported through the Indian Ocean. China's increasing presence in the Indian Ocean is a serious national security threat for India. In the upcoming year, China will deploy one of its carrier battle groups in the Indian Ocean, so that they can launch a surprise attack against India, or maintain their dominance in the Indian Ocean region. To provide a secure route, and avoid any such surprise attack from China, Indian Navy's presence in the Indian Ocean, or in other words to increase maritime surveillance, is very significant for world trade as well as for India's security. It's very difficult and costly to maintain eyes on the Indian Ocean from the Indian military base, which can be addressed by cooperation with foreign countries. Currently, Indian Navy has multiple naval bases in the Indian Ocean region including Oman, Qatar, Maldives, and Madagascar. All these bases are only used for surveillance, including signal intelligence, and some bases are also used for anti-piracy missions. Unlike the military bases run by other countries, the Indian military bases are not restricted only to the Indian military, which means locals can move through any Indian-made project. So the local governments get more control over their domain, without diluting their sovereignty. Most of the military bases are joint military bases, with the respective country. India cannot use these bases in any warlike situation. Agalega is two outer islands in the Indian Ocean, about 1,000 kilometers north of Mauritius Island. The islands have a total area of 6,400 acres. The North Island is 12.5 kilometers long and 1.5 kilometers wide, while the South Island is 7 kilometers long and 4.5 kilometers wide. As per information, India already developed a maritime surveillance radar in Agalega, and it is operational. Now India is developing a 3 kilometers runway to operate P-8I Neptune multi-mission maritime aircraft, and fighter jets can also be operated. India is developing jetty facilities in deeper water, to dock ships and submarines. In recent years, India has tried to further develop its military access to the Southwest Indian Ocean and Mozambique Channel, by building a new naval and air facility on Seychelles' remote Assumption Island. In 2015, India signed an agreement with Seychelles to develop Assumption Island, for military use. A revised deal was signed in 2018, but the recently elected Seychelles president has cancelled the project, over sovereignty and environmental concerns. Agalega military base will strengthen Indian surveillance capability in the Southwest Indian Ocean and the Mozambique Channel. Indian government claims that these new facilities are part of its security and growth for all in the region Sagar policy, which aims to increase maritime cooperation between countries in the region. But it is clear that India's investment of $250 million in developing an airfield, port, and communications hub on this remote island is not aimed at just helping Mauritius to develop its capacity to protect its territorial waters. The project entails a new port, airport, logistics and communication facilities, and potentially any other facility. So far, project details have been tightly held by both India and Mauritius. That's it for today. See you in the next video.